Hey, good morning. This is Joe from Citrus County Porch Life, bringing you the AA Word of the Day for Wednesday, the 27th of November, 2024, a day before Thanksgiving. I hope you're having success in getting ready for it. I'm staying here. We have a wonderful clubhouse and wonderful members. And it really is a feast. Everybody tries their best to make the best dish they can possibly make. So you're getting good meals from around the country. I'm from Rhode Island. Several other people from Rhode Island. We kind of all concentrate on good New England seafood. People from the Midwest, people from Illinois, Wisconsin, Minnesota. We've had guys from Arizona, people from Arizona more, couples. So it's a mixture of great American cuisine on Thanksgiving, and I really appreciate that because, I'm kind of stuck on seafood like clam chowder, lobster, shrimp. I'm bringing a shrimp plate, and fish and chips. I always do fish and chips. I love it. I love it. And there's a Greek Orthodox church up here that on every Friday has fish and chips for a reasonable price with rice pudding and coleslaw. I love coleslaw. I don't like the minced stuff that you get from KFC. I like to have texture in it so I can feel each piece of coleslaw, and I put a lot of carrots in, but it tastes good. So let's get to our reading. The AA word for the day is the perils of the limelight. This is a theme that continues now for a few readings. In the beginning, the press could not understand our refusal of personal publicity. They were genuinely baffled by our insistence upon anonymity. Still getting loads and loads of garbage trucks going, cleaning stuff. I think they have to be cleaned by December 6th or something. Then they got to the point. Here was something rare in the world. A society which said it wished to publicize its principles and its work, but not its individual members. The press was delighted with this attitude. Ever since, these friends have reported AA with an enthusiasm which the most ardent members would find hard to match. And that is taken from 12 Steps and 12 Traditions of Alcoholics Anonymous, page 182. Now, I have the hardest time turning pages with neuropathy in my hand. It is essential for my personal survival and that of the fellowship that I not use AA to put myself in the limelight. Anonymity is a way for me to work on my humility. Since pride is one of the most dangerous shortcomings, practicing humility is one of the best ways to overcome it. The Fellowship of AA gains worldwide recognition by its various methods of publicizing its principles and its work, not by its individual members advertising themselves. The attraction created by my changing attitudes and by my altruism continues much more to the welfare of AA than self-promotion. So again, I'm gonna have my coffee. This is another thrift store coffee mug. Look at it, it's nice. You find when you come to my house, you get an eclectic collection of coffee mugs. None of them more than 50 cents, most 25 or nothing if I hit the right spin on the discount board. And I just can't see paying $7 for this. So let me get my As I mentioned in the other video, back in the early 90s when I joined AA, it seemed to be every other actor that was on TV came out as a member of a 12-step group. They didn't say AA. So, well, some of them did. And but it almost seemed like the in thing to do, join a 12-step group. And in fact, there were some parodies on Saturday Night Live about that. And also in many of the situation comedies, especially like Seinfeld, the characters would end up in some kind of 12-step meeting, and mostly AA, sometimes Overeaters Anonymous, and it brought a lot of focus on AA. But when the individual stars started coming out and saying, you know, I'm a member of AA, I'm a member of AA, I've been in it this long, I've been sober, what a life I live. You know, they could do that at a meeting. This is my own personal opinion. And they could do that very well at a meeting, and but not before the press, not before the television camera. This, I'm looking at it, the copyright of this is 1990. So this is before I got sober. I got sober in 91, March 4th, 1991. And now we have the internet. But we were getting heavily into cable TV, so people were popping up everywhere saying they've been a member of AA. And I'm not going to say anything about their motives. I just think that anonymity is the best thing for us. Being public at the level of the press, and I don't know, it goes against everything that I've been taught and what I really actually feel myself. Because we have to guard our humility. It's what gets us through. It's what gets us through when we realize that we haven't done this. God has, that there's a higher power that can get us through. And if we're going to say, I stayed sober, I did this, I did that, and I think in the end, like in the example I showed about the guy who formed a very famous treatment facility in Rhode Island and go off the deep end right on television, you know, you might put people off. And this is a life or death matter for me. I've mentioned before that on February 3rd, 2023, my baby brother, 14 years my junior, the one that was a little kid when I went off to college and he thought I was getting drafted and crying that I was going to the war, he died as a direct result of alcoholism. He froze to death on the coldest day ever recorded in Rhode Island, minus 19. And yeah, it was awful. I knew he was out of control, but you can't make a person want it, and we're more a group of attraction rather than proselytizing. Most people come like I did when my first meeting. I broke off and went to a beginners meeting, and I said, I want what they have. Everybody was happy, and I was attracted to that. And that's what it say, the attraction created by my changing attitudes and altruism. So I certainly didn't join AA because there was a famous actor who joined. I joined because I knew I needed it. I couldn't do it on my own. I needed the help of a power greater than myself, whom I choose to call God, and not by any Hollywood glitterati, or it just, I don't know. So that's what I take from this. We've got to be very careful. Anonymity and humility are so very closely linked. It's like a coin, one side of the coin and the other side of the coin. You can't separate it. So God bless. If you like, subscribe and hit like. I wish you all, I'm going to make a video for tomorrow. I'll make it today. But I wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. If you don't get a chance to catch up on videos or see it after, I hope you have a wonderful day. Great memories with your family. Hold them tight. They won't be here forever. And God bless. Stay sober.